Alpaca trading account. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a demo trading account to sell and buy a stock. We'll do it both in the Alpaca dashboard in the website and using Python code. The first step is to create an Alpaca account. Very important that you don't provide any financial information such as credit cards because this must be a demo account. In Google, you look for Alpaca Trading, go to their websites and sign up. They will ask you for your national ID card and also a picture of your face to authenticate your identity. Once you sign up, you will see the dashboard of your Alpaca account. There are two modalities of an Alpaca account, the live and the paper one. The paper one is the demo account with which you'll have $100,000 to start trading. If you look for a symbol such as Bitcoin, you click, they will show you the historical prices and how the stock is performing. To the right side, you will see the option to buy and sell the stock. In our case, we will buy the stock with an order type of the market, the price that currently we see here, which is a bit more than $29,000. We will buy one quantity that will cost us this amount. If we place 2, it will be the double. We will perform this operation with this condition. We can also use the immediate or cancel, although the best one is normally GTC. We review the order and finally we confirm. If we go back to home, in our account we will see positions, which are the field orders that we have confirmed. In our case, we have almost 2 Bitcoins. It's not completely 2 because the platform would take some commission. If the order to buy the Bitcoin wouldn't have been filled, it would have been on the orders dashboard and the status wouldn't be filled. There is a difference between buying cryptocurrencies and buying a stock from a company such as Apple. The cryptocurrencies operate 24/7, whereas the stock of the company trades on business days. At the time to record this video is Sunday. If I look for Apple and I try to buy one share, review order, confirm, we go back to the account in orders, we can see that it is accepted. Nevertheless, if I go to positions, I don't yet see the Apple stock because the order has not been filled. Now that we understand how the web application of Alpaca works, it is time to create orders with the Python code. In our case, we will buy one more Bitcoin such that in the quantity we should have almost 3. To work with Alpaca in Python, we can import the library. We don't have it because we need to install it. To do so, pip install Alpaca API. We execute. Now that the library is installed, we don't need to do this anymore. We just simply go to Imports, tab, look for Alpaca, and there we have it. Within Alpaca, we look for the sub-library. In this URL, we will see the structure of the library. It contains 3 particular modules: broker, market data, and trading. Right now, we will focus on trading because it is the API to submit orders and close the positions. We see the instructions. We can copy this snippet of code, paste it on the Jupyter notebook. We are creating the Python object that will allow us to submit the orders. It comes from Alpaca within the trading sublibrary using the client with the class trading client. You don't need to get into the details. So far, you need to know that we need an API key and a secret key to authenticate our identity in the Python code. We will get these codes in the Alpaca dashboard. make sure that you are on the paper modes, and here you see View API keys. Generate new keys. You copy them and paste it on the Jupyter notebook. Create a new cell, then API key and API secret. Execute, substitute the variables in the trading client. Execute, and now we will buy 1 Bitcoin. Within the trading client we have just created, we access the function submit order. We ask the documentation, which requires order data from Alpaca trading requests. We can take these codes, and now from import, we will see market order request that ask for the quantity, the time in force. The symbol will be Bitcoin US dollars. In quantity, we will buy 1 Bitcoin. Now, if you execute, you will get an error because you need two required parameters, site and time in force. The first one, site, you have it here and needs to be trading enums order site. You copy, paste it in the Python code, and now from Alpaca trading enums, import order site. In the parameter site, you pass order site dot tab, and here you have buy or sell. In our case, we will buy 1 Bitcoin. The following parameter, time in force, we copy these codes, paste it here. From Alpaca, import time in force, execute, and now time in force dot tab, good until cancel. We execute. Now we don't get any error. We save the object into a variable and we pass it to the submit order function. We execute. The order has been submitted. If we go back to the dashboard, in the account position, we have almost 3 Bitcoins because we have recently bought 1. So far with this position, we are earning $100. If I click on the asset and I liquidate it, I can get the earnings. But instead of using the dashboard, we will use the Python code to liquidate the position. First, we get in Python the open position with the symbol or asset, the Bitcoin US dollars. We execute. We see the quantity we already have and the unrealized profit and losses, which is $100. Now to close the position, we can get inside the trading client, look for the function close position, ask to the parameters. They will ask for the symbol or asset ID. We pass the Bitcoin USD, execute. Now that we have liquidated the position, we go back to the dashboard and we don't see any asset. If we go to orders, we can see the historical orders we have submitted, and the balances will show us in margins the profit we have made so far, which is $97. Now that you understand how to buy and close positions both using the Alpaca dashboard and the Python code, in the following tutorial, I will explain to you the Alpaca API structure using both the Trading API and the Market Data API to download the historical prices.